The rebels hated these ethnic compatriots. The man was threatened to kill his own
or
family.
you die first.
In a desperate moment, Paul played on the rebels' greed.
10,000 francs.
He quickly pulled out the cash to buy back his wife and son. However, when he saw his other compatriots, Paul couldn't bring himself to leave them. He pulled out all his cash, but it was nowhere near enough. So Paul went to the hotel and used his entire life savings to rescue them. At this point, his hotel turned into Noah's Ark. All the refugees gathered there seeking safety. They waited through the night for the rescue team. God didn't give up on them. The rescue team arrived quickly, but the teams only took foreigners who held foreign passports. Everyone else was abandoned and left behind. Even when the priest pleaded for the kids, they cruelly shut him
Foreign
down.
nationals only.
The ethnic folks fell back into despair, and seeing that cold scene, Paul decided he had to save them himself. He had the refugees contact overseas relatives for help, but there was only silence on the other end of the phone. They could only leave final messages in despair. Worse yet, supplies were running low. Paul decided to go out and look for Hope resources, but his truck suddenly bounced. He got out to check and tripped. It was actually the corpses of the refugees that blocked their way. The terrified Paul stood up and saw the entire highway was jammed solid with corpses. It was like hell on earth. He couldn't bring himself to drive over his compatriots, so he decided to head back to the hotel. His compatriots were thrilled to celebrate his return. To keep them from losing hope, Paul made up a lie, but as soon as he got back to his room, the bloody images haunted his mind. But just then, the peacekeeping forces arrived. Visas for the refugees to leave the country were approved. Every refugee was anxious to hear their name called. Paul and his family also got a chance to escape this living hell. Just as Paul was about to get into the car, he saw the hope in the eyes of his compatriots. So he whispered something to his neighbor, then decisively closed the car door. He gave up his chance to escape.
I cannot let these people to die.
Even though his wife and kids were pleading, he just decisively let go. He chose to stay for the sake of the people behind him. But hope was crushed again. The refugee convoy was found by the rebels. Soldiers surrounded the vehicle and raised their knives against Paul's wife and kids.